This blue dot's going on the air. Looks like he's going everywhere. With his pet Jenny and his blue dot family. Travis is his tech guy. Put that blue dot in the sky. On his first Naruto run. Looked like this blue dot was having fun. He is not a mouse. Moved from the shop to the house with Marsha and his clan. This blue dotty is the man. Travis is his tech guy. Put that blue dot in the sky. Looked like he was having fun. Looked like this blue dot is gonna run. He likes to say every day in his own special way. Are you shitting me? And he loves his blue dot family. We love John, he is the man. And we love this special clan. We are a blue dot family. And we like to
That's T.W. Travis, the singing cowboy here in the group. Baby, we love to have him in our Blue Dot family. We love hearing his voice. How y'all doing, baby? It is Sunday. It's Sunday. It's time for another Blue Dot family meeting. I'm so glad y'all here. I'm really relying on the family here for support and emotional support and all that stuff. Y'all give it right here. Man, y'all already got the conversation in here going on, cranking. I love this. This family grows all the time. It grows all the time, even locally, baby. I noticed Kelly Trevino was watching. I just recently picked her up locally as a friend here in Corpus. Very active young lady in the community and in the party. I was glad to make her a friend. I'm glad to see she's out there watching. So thank you very much, Kelly. We appreciate it. Anyway, Michelle Graham was the first one to jump in. Stephanie Dean, yes, baby. Thank you for being here. I don't know where Clay is. I don't know where. Jay. Jesus, my mind ain't where Jay is. But thank you, baby. I got a little Facebook donation. I don't even know how that works. Stephanie, I think, is the only one who has a secret to that shit. Anyway, darling, thank you very much for that. We appreciate it. I'll give you a holler. Tomorrow's a good time. Anytime. Ring my phone. Not now. I'm on the air. Come on in. Dahlia Barrera is here. Sandra England is here. Joy Peters. Ardessa's here. The Remextress. I did it better that time. Karen Cormier, who I've been getting message from on the telephone there with her. Hi, Karen. Thank you very much for letting me in on that secret identity shit. I really appreciate it. And Dorothy Tyndall. Brian Champagne is here. Sharon Hookah. Susan Reiser. Oh, where's my mouse thing? There it is. Susan Reiser. Our own Oddly Wired, which I still have one more poem I have to catch up that Oddly sent me, so we need to catch up on that. Deborah Haynes, James Blinn is with us. Elia Esperanza, all the way out to California. I know right where you are, baby. Brian, I already did. Rashid Twite, Tahiri, appreciate you being here from Michigan. Thank you very much. Michelle Graham, Tammy Ames, there you go, baby. Mitch Goldstein's here, buddy. I appreciate it. Sherry P. Randy Curvin, the voice out there, baby. Gary Spring, all the way from Canada. And Let me catch up. And Lone Wolf, baby, who is always, always in the shadows. I want to thank all of y'all for being here, being a part of this community. And it means a lot to us. As I just said, this community that we built reflects, I think, the society we want to live in. And I am so desperate for that kind of a society. You know, right now, out in California, which is on fire, I had a message from Thomas Morgan. He sent me a picture of his dog out by the beach. Where are you going with my microphone?
You fucked it up.
Freaking squirrel. Squirrel! Thomas Morgan sent me a picture of his dog, 100 degrees out on the beach. Thomas, man, I'm telling you what's crawling that guy's head. Out there and trying to get some relief from the heat. It's 100 degrees out there on the beach. And there were 224 people airlifted from a fire, the creek fire. You know, it's devastating out there. Things are bad out in California. And you know, as a nation, we suffer through fires, hurricanes, tornadoes, pandemics. And we've always come together as Americans. And the society that we have built, we have tried to maintain that there will be emergency services, that things will be there if disasters happen. If I was out there in California facing these fires, I'm not sure that my president would be much interested in helping me, because my state is not the right color for him. You know, we usually have plans to rebuild, come in and renew an area, to help our fellow Americans when there's disaster hits or whatever. Even down to the local part when somebody in your family passes, your neighbors usually try to help you out and all that stuff. The society that we build is the society we live in. And the society we have right now, the society that is being ripped apart by a man that does not have the integrity, does not have the moral compass to be in the office that he holds. I worry, because that man has changed this country. But as a society, we become what we tolerate. If we tolerate a certain behavior, then that is the society we will live in. If we'd allow Klan meetings to just march all over the place and burn crosses, well, then that would be acceptable to the society, and that's what we would be. That's not acceptable. And it has taken decades to push those little maggots back under their little rocks, to make them ashamed of who they are. But they've come out from under their rocks, because we have a president that allows it, that encourages it, that pits neighbor against neighbor, to the point that you fear for your safety of your family or of your pets because of the vile behavior that this man incites, he puts out there. Our country is at a crisis. Even now, with the story coming out about his disparaging remarks about veterans, you know, how we're all suckers and losers and shit like that. And he doesn't understand what's in it for the guy that goes in. What's in it for him? Pride, honor, dignity. There are a lot of things that go into that. But this little maggot of a draft dodger, he's going to come out and attack John Kelly, which I'm assuming, because of his silence says a lot. He has not come out to deny that he is the source, and the source has been confirmed by 6 agencies, including Fox News, who's Jennifer Griffin, who confirmed the story with 2 separate sources and said that on her tweet thing for Fox News, and Donnie wants her fired. Fox News is even reporting that this is a fact, that the sources are there. They haven't been named yet, but they're there, and they will eventually come out. Hell, we eventually find out who everybody is, baby. It's just a matter of time. But what piqued my interest was a story that continued that this morning, actually, on the reliable sources, I thought it was. Jeffrey Goldberg, the editor of The Atlantic, said that this story is the tip of the iceberg, and that in the coming days there will be more stories relayed, and more. Besides that, he's got several books coming out this week. Hell, Michael Cohen's book is coming out, calling him every name in the book, calling him out for what he is. Several other books, I didn't write them down. I can't remember who it is. While he continues with his bullshit about fake news, or it's a hoax, or it's a witch hunt, or other superfluous bullshit he puts out to feed the little minions so that they believe him. If you believe him at this point, it pretty much demonstrates your ability to throw facts out the freaking window. You're driving on hate right now. That's the only thing keeping you tied to this man. He has been a disgrace since he came into our house. It has been demonstrated time and time. He displays his worship of Vladimir Putin every time he opens his mouth about him. There have been so many red flags gone up. And yet these people still decide to support him, stand by him, as it is proven how he calls the men and women who serve this nation losers. They're just suckers. We're all losers right now because of that sucker. That's what this story is. This whole country is losing because we have a blood-sucking parasite coward in our house who is destroying the. I seen this guy. What's his name? I wrote his name down. Robert Wilkie. He's the VA secretary. He's the Secretary of the Veterans Affairs. And he was on TV this morning running blocker for Donnie. When they asked him directly about those comments that are attributed to the president, well, I don't listen to words. I listen to actions. And President Trump, he's done a lot for the veterans. And then they asked him, wait a minute, back up. Veterans Choice, Obama signed that. Well, yeah, he did, but Donnie made it better. Well, then why doesn't he say that? He lies. Tries to take credit for everything he's done. Everything Obama has done. Oh, by the way, speaking of Obama, have y'all heard about the Fobama tape? The Michael Cohen alluded to. There's a still shot of the evidently there's a video clip of Donnie hiring a fake Obama, an Obama stand-in, so he could sit across the desk from Donnie, and Donnie could get his little bitty mushroom pecker hard berating Obama and firing him. Because with Donnie, all of that shit with you're fired, that's all imaginary bullshit. It was a TV show, people. He doesn't fire people face to face. He's chicken shit. He's always done it in a tweet, some message or some crap. Somebody else delivered the message. Donnie doesn't do anything except hide behind his little Twitter and spit out vomit and venom. I don't even think venom's a word. We have the society we build. That's what I'm trying to get across, and we need to do a better job at this shit. We need to build a society back where these little cockroaches, these little minions, these racists, these bigoted assholes, homophobic assholes, just religious nut jobs who think that the transgenders must be rounded up and put in a cage. Those people, chase them back under their rock. Make them ashamed to come out in public with their shit. Make it unacceptable for that kind of crap in our society. And maybe over generations, we will get rid of these people. They will just die out as a species, as an intellectual trash can of just bad ideas. Ooh, let's fly the rebel flag. That's a good idea. That'll show them who I am. No. It shows us who you are. It shows us the kind of people that you are. The kind of person that you are can be seen in your kids. Everything you do in your life, from the moment that child is born, that child's watching you. How you treat others. What you do when no one's looking. What you stand for and what you're willing to tolerate. All those lessons are learned by a daughter or by a son by watching their parents. I'm proud of my sons. Anyway, before I get all carried away here, and before we jump into the room, because we have people in the room, I want to, because it's been kind of hectic around here for a few days. We spent most of the weekend chopping down trees, getting rid of trees so you have a good camera view. It's a sad reason to have to cut your trees down, but we want to record everything that goes on in front of this house from now until the day this place is gone, or as long as I'm here. We have 12 cameras that will record anything on this property, anything down the street. Hell, I can zoom in on my neighbor's porch down there, out there washing his RV. Anyway, I got mail, baby, and I got mail to catch up. First off, I got a beautiful mask. That's right, baby. I'm gonna put it on right now. Y'all can see it if I get hold of it. It's an American flag mask that was sent to me by Donna Bonacosi up in Medford, Massachusetts. And it was in a package, and she sent me a little bit of honey, a little bit of chocolate, some bath salts for Mama, a face mask for Mama. Oh, and a card, which Mama's got out there. Anyway, I spoke to Donna Bonacosi on the phone since. Thank you very much, Donna. I appreciate it tremendously. Mama loved I love the honey. The honey was good. I'm a sucker for honey. Anyway, I got a little bit of mail. I want to catch up because I didn't get to mail the last 2 times I've been on here. And so please bear with me for a minute. I got a letter from Mary and Bobby Packer from Brandon, Wisconsin. And I loved it. It was, they worried about us when the storm came. And they're worried about the climate up in Wisconsin with the violence that's been going on. They watched the RNC on TV and thought it was so sad, and having to watch these idiots act like they're suffering through wearing a mask and a bunch of other mushy shit. That Mary and Bobby, thank you very much. We appreciate these letters so much. I related to somebody the other day. Travis did, actually, to somebody out here that's the treasure in this thing, is the letters and the cards that we get from so many. And so many have become so regular. Paulette Hallback, who has been with us for years. I looked down, shocked me. I'm telling you. What was it, yesterday morning? I think it was yesterday morning. Yes, it was, I think. I'm having my coffee. I looked down at the phone, it rang, and the name on the phone, it said Paulette Hallback. My heart jumped. Marcia's heart just rose. Paulette, that's the first time Paulette has ever called me. I have called Paulette before. Paulette is a big supporter of the family and a big blue dot. And Paulette, baby, thank you. Thank you for that. We had a wonderful talk. She's concerned about us, as a lot of people are, but don't worry. Anyway, got a card from Janelle Boone, a.k.a. Phantom Kimashita, and out from Odessa, Texas. And it says, sometimes things seem easier when you know that people care. And I hope you know that how many people care so deeply about you, and I'm one of them. I hope this card brightens your day. I love the way she writes. Stay safe, Brittle family, and remember, screw, calm down, get angry. That's right, baby. That's what
Phantom's awesome.
That Phantom's awesome. She's in the blue room all the time. Let me put that over there. And then I got one more, and it is from David Hopkins out in Process, West Virginia, and he sent a card, and it said, "With our thanks, You made our little corner of the world a happier place to be. Evil will not overtake us. This will get worse, but good will win. Hang in there, John. 2 blue dots in West Virginia. David and Evelyn Hopkins, and they included a little donation in there, and we appreciate that very much. Mr. and Miss Hopkins, David and Evelyn, thank you very much. Lord have mercy. It is. I've got, and again, those of you who may be waiting for a response, I am behind on my letter writing. I got to get, who was that? Lord have mercy. He just shrugged his shoulders at me. I got letters to write, baby. I am way behind. There's been so much going on that I've lost the ability to keep up with shit. Anyway,
before we go any further, there's just some. Yeah, before we go any further, there's something I just want to kind of get off on the air really quick before we jump into the list over here and before we get into the room. So I've kind of come to grips with the fact that a certain amount of our neighbors, they're always watching the show because they got nothing else better to do. But just in case there's...
We're trying to enlighten them.
Yeah, well, I'm not going that far. But there is something that I did want to kind of get out there, just in case if this ever gets to a certain somebody. We've been... Certain somebody? Me and Tyler, we've all been busting ass trying to get these trees out of the front yard, and been busting ass, working hard, whatever. And we sit out there, and a truck comes by, and at this point, you know, anytime someone's slowly passing by our house, we immediately think the worst.
Yeah, we're on guard.
And
I don't know where you go.
Yeah, and as we were getting ready for potential dealings, I was pleasantly surprised to see it was someone else. And this individual came out and just said, "Hey, I don't mean to be a nosy body. I just want to know what's going on." And I gladly told him everything. I know this individual. I know who it is, whatever. I told him what's going on. And this individual did not find this remotely cool at all. I swear, you're so distracting every time I go and try to... Yeah. Bottom line is, to the individual that took the time to hear what's going on over here, and to... I'm not going to go into detail what was said.
To show their concern.
They did show concern. They showed interest, and it didn't sound like they appreciated what was happening either. So I wanted to reach out to this individual if they are listening, or just to give a certain someone who does watch every show for some reason a little bit of I just want to say thank you for giving a shit and not being like the others, because that means a lot. Because as I told this individual, at the end of the day, I'm wanting to live a life down here, not bothered by anybody and not bothering anybody. I stay here for a reason. I don't fly any signs or flags for a reason. We don't ask for trouble of anybody. So, and he turned to me and he said, "Yeah, that's the whole point of why you live out here." So, anyway, so yeah, thank you for giving a shit and for, lending a helping hand. I greatly appreciate it. And, that's what neighbors are for, and I greatly appreciate you reaching out. So, okay, you can be distracting all that other shit and the fuck Trumps and all that other shit across the from me. I was just going to respond.
Now. That's not all the guitars he's got. That's just the leftovers. His guitars are down in his house.
Oh, I had to move a lot of mine for my security system.
His keyboard's over there. Shit, are you shitting me? Anyway, no, somebody mentioned your guitars, so they seen guitars in the background.
Yeah, there's a few of them up here now.
Anyway, David, how is everything out in California? I know California's on fire. Tell me it's not around your ass.
California works.
Yeah. Boy,
worst is not around me anymore. No. Still getting smoke. Still hearing reports. Had a little tiny earthquake thrown in here just for giggles.
Shit. Really?
3.4. What's the Armageddon without earthquakes?
Yeah, the Earth's got to move, buddy. It's going to have to.
That's right.
We all got to know. We all got to be scared. So.
And Lord, hey, I have reports from the Antifa Navy.
Oh, yeah?
Our soup torpedoes worked, and Lake Travis is now officially home for a few of Trumpian boats.
Yes, it is. Indeed, it is. For all of those that want a good laugh, the Trump boat parade up in Lake Travis up near Austin, which is a beautiful lake up there, had a big Trump parade, and evidently 6 of the boats sank. 6! Ah, no shit! And they got a picture of one of them that's just loaded up with Trump flags all over the place. I don't know how many people are on that boat. Too many, evidently. And, yeah. Just, womp, womp, womp. Yep, that's about it. Yeah, anyway. David, we're glad you're here, brother. Thank you for coming and joining the conversation. And Mitch Goldstein.
Hey, what's up, John?
We're doing fine. Did you bring Julie?
Yeah, she's there.
Good deal.
Where would I go, John?
Where would you go? I'm glad to hear you say that. I would be the same way. If I'm there, Mama's near me. Mama's
We're
near me.
actually on our vacation house in an undisclosed location on planet Earth.
Undisclosed location. Love it.
Well, yeah.
Good for you.
Good for you.
Got a big pile of food and a hot tub.
I wish I was in an undisclosed location right now. But I can't go there. I've disclosed my ass.
Yeah, you're disclosed, man.
Well, it in the words of our president, it is what it is. It's just not acceptable. It's not acceptable in our society for that bullshit. It's not. That's what we have. That's what we have to change.
You may find this hard to believe, but of all my great accomplishments, none of them have been sailing on a lake. However, I am astonished to know that was way too many fucking boats with way too many people. I love the footage is excellent. I'm watching the look on those people's faces. They're going to have the same look on their face on the when they wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
And they see that shit's over.
Yeah.
Fuck Trump.
Yeah.
And fuck you're one of those.
Fuck that guy. I swear, nothing has demonstrated his disgracefulness more than this recent story. Of course, he has from the beginning. It keeps getting worse, but now it's capping off with something that hits to the heart of every American. And this guy, and like the editor of the Atlantic said, this is just the tip of the iceberg. They have a lot more stories that are fixing to come out, so we're fixing to see some shit. And how much longer?
Well, I mean, what would they do if he tells them to jump off a freaking bridge? Are they going to do that?
I would imagine they would, because that's what I'm asking myself. Let me jump in here and get Velda Lee. Get in here, baby.
I'm here.
All right, baby. How's everything going?
Much better this afternoon.
Much better this afternoon. What the hell was wrong with this morning?
I had to call the ambulance.
Oh no. How's Wayne?
He's fine. It was for me.
Oh, kiss my ass. Where are you now?
I'm at home.
Well, thank goodness for that.
What happened was my nose turned loose and my I had phlegm. And I got to coughing so bad I couldn't catch my breath.
Okay.
And I couldn't breathe, and I had a panic attack.
Oh, yeah.
So I called 911 because I couldn't breathe and I didn't have any updraft. So I went to the hospital. They gave me a steroid, 2 updrafts, and sent me home.
Boy, howdy shit. That's scary, isn't it? That's scary, isn't it? Not long ago, and Marcia would just beside herself, because it happened right when she got up out of bed, was coming down the hallway. I went in, and I don't know, 3rd, 4th cup of coffee. Was standing in the kitchen. I went to go sip some, and boy howdy, right into the lungs. And that was the first time in my life. I mean, I've, wrong air, a little bit, cough, that's it. No. I'd like you, I could not catch a breath. I could not bring it in there for a few seconds, and I just trying to force something out, and it scared the dickens out of me until I fell. And when I fell, it just all, here comes all this freaking coffee. Yeah, scared Mama to death, scared me to death. Shit. I sip my coffee real carefully nowadays, people. I'll tell you. Shit. Don't swig that shit.
Good news today, though.
What?
My lungs are nice and clear.
Outstanding.
And I don't have COVID.
Outstanding news.
Here's better.
Yes, good news on both counts. We're glad to hear that.
It's just that I have got to quit smoking.
Yeah. I hear the same thing from my doctor, and I am. I'm the same way, Velda. I do.
I'm down from 5 packs to 1.
Huh? Well, here
Down
lately,
from 5 packs to 1.
I'm going back up again. Son of a bitch. You know,
Shame on you.
I know it.
But I
know it. But I
understand.
was. But here lately, it was just I'm just getting, I don't know, you know, just stressed out, a little tension, and you know, it's like, give me a beer and a, you know.
You know, I'm going to switch up. I'm going to switch conversation on you.
All right. What do you got?
You know, that piece of yellow turd that's in our White House.
Yes.
Disparaging my uncle who's buried in Normandy.
Yeah, I know.
How
I think
dare he
how fucked that
claim
guy.
bone spurs and not go to Vietnam, but yet he could have bone spurs and participate in sports? That sorry sack of motherfucking shit.
Yep.
You know what I heard in good confidence, Velda?
What?
Fuck Trump.
That's what I heard.
Yeah. Hey, Bernadette, this one's for
From a
you.
good source.
Fuck Trump.
Oh lordy. Yes, that seems to be tossed around here again, and it is a basic emotion around here, and we are not ashamed to use that phrase or to occasionally use rough language on the show. I'm saying this for a reason, y'all. If you come onto this show and you are a guest, a particular guest of this show, you would be treated with respect. There will be no cussing. Issues will be discussed, and we promise to be on our best behavior. But family meetings and rants, well, we tend to get a little carried away out here with our
with all due respect,
colorful language.
With all due respect, though, that's 95% of the episodes of this show.
Yeah, well, that's true. But
we have the
back
capability.
when we did the interview with Eric Holguin. Was there a single cuss word?
No, of course
we
not.
we interviewed several people. We got to chat with Beto O'Rourke, the lady that who is now county judge. Oh shit! Bad time to forget her name.
I'm sorry.
No, I got so many names. We did several interviews with people that were running, and it has been suggested that somebody may want to come on the show, and do a double screen, split screen interview. And I want that person to know that if we were to do something, anybody that were to do that, I'm not going to sit on the other end over there and go, fuck Trump. That's not the discussion.
No.
But I'm just letting that person know, don't be frightened off by some of our colorful language. That's all I'm saying.
The girls with the writers' workshop, we were nice to them.
Yeah, that's right.
No swearing.
We're nice when we have to be nice and proper when we have to be proper.
There's just times when you're angry
but if
and
you piss us off,
poetic words come out.
Anyway,
I'm sorry. I do apologize for that.
For what?
I got a little colorful there. I mean, I have too many Marine friends, and I know exactly how they feel about the story of Below Woods.
Have you noticed my shirt today, people? Yeah, there's no. We don't mince words here. He is a disgusting display of humanity in itself. Let's just disregard all the bullshit we know about him. We know about prior to his life as president. Look at his life then. He's a failed businessman. Everything he's done, he's gone bankrupt on, or it's a cheat. He cheated on his Trump University. It was a cheat with the Trump charities where his kids had to go to freaking ethics class to learn not to steal from children. This goes deep with this whole stinking family. They're nothing but a bunch of money-grubbing little parasites. They think they're entitled to everything. And they have convinced a bunch of ill-informed, let's call them, idiots, that he's good for this country.
He stole from his own family's children.
Yes. He'll steal from anybody. The man has no ethics. It's all about him. And evidently from Melania book thing, she's just like him. It's all about her. They're attracted. Ivanka's the same way. John Jr.,
Yep.
Eric, as soon as he finds some marbles, he'll be the same way. I got some.
Hell, even Melania showed her true colors.
Yeah. I mean, it's the whole family. And Steve Mnuchin, Pompeo Barr, William Barr, our Attorney General,
man.
out there spreading lies and shit.
Telling people that
I don't
they
know if
doesn't
it's-
know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if it's legal to vote twice or not.
Yeah,
or I'm
I
just the
don't know.
Attorney
Yeah.
General.
Yeah, the states, it's up to the states, Yeah, in every state, it's illegal to vote twice. But he
It's a
wants them
federal
to.
law.
He's wanting them to, so it'll either A, mess up the count, or if they get away with it, he'll get more votes. Either way, he's a winner. And it's just, it's disgusting the degree to which he is he is able to destroy this. He'd burn this fucking place down if it meant he could get another dime out of it. Catman56 donated $5 and said a little, he said this. We have a video of him out there cutting trees down. He said, a little help at the beer fund after all the hard work on tree removal. Thank you, Keith, Catman56. We appreciate it, brother. Hey, look at there. Mitch Goldstein donated $5 through Super Chat and said, fuck Trump, vote blue. Fuck Trump, vote blue. Fuck Trump, vote blue. Fuck Trump. I have to read the whole message. I'm sorry, but we have to get it all out of there. Thank you very much, Mitch. We appreciate that, buddy. And Julie.
FT is not Financial Times on this.
No, baby, they're not. I just spent all mine on security systems, baby. But I'm covered now, asshole. Go ahead and drive by. Say whatever you want to. It's all recorded. Huh?
John, I got a question. Got a question for Travis.
Huh?
Hey, did you guys get away with unscathed from those trees and those thorns today?
No.
No.
Nobody came away unscathed.
No.
Trees always win, and we satch trees, and I don't know what the other name of that sucker is over there with spines on it that are 2 inches long. Jesus, that thing will kill you.
No, what's hurting me worse is it rained yesterday.
His feet.
Be
My
careful
feet are all
running your
blistered up.
lawnmower through there.
Oh yeah, we did fine with that.
We mowed today too.
Tyler's arms are cut to
You'll
hell.
end up with flat tires.
Yeah.
Yep, that happened too. Anything else you want to bring up, Velda? Thanks.
Fuck Trump.
Oh, that's better. Yeah, I did have a flat tire, and had to fix that shit too. Yeah, it was a busy day. Anyway.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay, baby. It's life. That's life.
The payoff is good.
Yeah, the payoff is good. We got a perfect view. Like I said, if Travis wants to, he can zoom his camera straight into our neighbor's driveway.
But I'm not gonna fucking do that.
Why do that?
I'm not gonna fucking do that. I'm filming the road.
Yeah. No, but it's digital, so you can zoom in later. Anyway, Michelle Graham donated. It's all on tape, baby, and it's all on record. And if you have to go back later and look at something, yeah, you can zoom in on anything. So catch your tag number. You don't have to go down to the driveway. Anyway.
You can plant raspberries across that open fence.
Yeah, I got cactus. Big ones. Anyway, Michelle Graham donated $5 through Super Chat and seen something today. Left wing and right wing are attached to the same bird without each other. The eagle cannot soar. That's true, baby. And that's the way it has been in our society for so long. The right and left have always had their disagreements. We've had the Republican Party, the Democratic Party. We've been able to navigate these waters for years and generations. But here we are. We're not there anymore. Now we are in a divided country, and as long as this man tries to stay in power, it's going to get worse, because since the day he came into office, there has been no quarter. He has attacked the Democrats and the left from day one in his inauguration speech. There is no United States of America in Donnie's eyes. There's only those states that pay him honor, if they pay homage to him, if they praise him. Those are the states he considers America. Anyway, Openda Gates donated $5 to Super Chat. Openda, thank you very much. And turned around. What's that? Openda Gates turned around and did $15 on Super Chat. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. John Diddybag donated $20 to Super Chat and said, and none of them have served. They are losers. In this case, you're right, baby. They haven't. And Victoria Hall has subscribed to our YouTube channel. Victoria, thank you very much, baby, and welcome to the family. We appreciate everybody who comes in. Anyway, so.
Hey, John.
Yes.
When you say coming together, do you remember the 2 earthquakes in California? The one during the World Series in San Francisco?
Oh, yes.
You remember
that was in
gang members put aside their colors?
Yes.
Along with cops and white and black, red, yellow, purple.
It has
all
been
come
that way.
together and work together to pull people out of the rubble. That is America.
It is. And that's the America he's trying to tear down.
It is.
Because I can't say that I could rely on my neighbors if I had needed help. I know one that would that stepped forward, and again, I want to join my son in saying thank you very much for that. We appreciate that. We don't have to agree on who we want for president. That has never mattered before. But we both have to be concerned about the direction our country is going in. And this cannot continue. We won't have a country left if this continues. And
it's not about politics at this point. It's about criminality.
It is.
We're talking about the destruction of law. Law can be a fragile thing if people don't follow it. And that will trickle down. Economics may not, but that will trickle down.
He keeps screaming law and order. Law and order. He's the law and order president.
He's the one that destroyed the law and order.
We cannot have law and order if the people do not have truth and justice. If you lie to the people, if you hide the truth, and in so many of these serious cases, if it had not been for the video of ordinary bystanders that videotaped something, or a body cam or a dash cam, then so much of this we would not know. We would never know. The gentleman, I can't recall his name right now, the one that was killed up in New York somewhere, when his brother called the police because his brother was having an episode, they found the gentleman in the street naked. They handcuffed him. He resisted a little bit, I guess. They put a bag over his head, a spit bag.
They said he said that he had COVID.
Yeah, because he said he had COVID. So they put the bag over his head. Now you have a naked man handcuffed with a bag over his head. I don't understand how come 7 officers have to jump on his shit, hold him down, put their knee in their back, knee on his head, and the guy ends up asphyxiated. And the coroner rules
vomited in the bag and it couldn't breathe.
Yeah, couldn't breathe. And the coroner declared it a homicide.
Yep.
Well,
thank God for an honest coroner.
Who are the criminals here? Because he was handcuffed. There was no reason for them to jump on him like they did and hold him down the way they did, because where was he going to go? You know, it's the excessive force that was used that is going to destroy that. You know, we have to come to terms with what our society will tolerate. Police do not tolerate a citizen breaking the law. The citizens cannot tolerate it when police break the law, when they go out of bounds, and you cannot just, you know, like with this case with Jacob Blake, the 7 shots in the back. They're out there saying, well, the officer has a split second to make that decision to pull the trigger. No, I disagree with this case, because if you look at the fucking video, the officer could have backed up and just watched him. If he turns around with a knife gun or something, boom, boom, you got 3 or 4 seconds there. You've got time to determine what the threat is. In this case, he did not wait for the threat. He just decided.
It was never about the threat in that case. It was about you're disrespecting me. How dare you walk away from me?
It is what I call contempt of cop.
He had plenty of time to throw him on the hood of that car.
It is called contempt of cop. If you give a cop some shit, or if you do not say exactly what that officer is telling you to do, whether it is a lawful order or not, and you disobey him, you have now pissed off the cop. And if the cop is pissed off, the more aggravated he gets, the more he feels like he is entitled to take the law and use it to his benefit. We have seen it in too many cases, too many shots being fired. we have these officers trained now. They're not trained to shoot and look. They're trained to shoot until their gun is empty. There are so many occasions where this has just gotten out of hand. And when the people stand up and say you cannot do this in a peaceful manner, and you line up the police officers with batons and riot gear and rubber bullets, you're not respecting the right of the people to protest. You're challenging them at that point. The society we have is society we accept. We have to change this. We have to.
I don't know if any of you've seen this. There's two boys. I call them boys because they're 19 to 20 something.
Right.
They both did the same crime. They both had one misdemeanor. They go before the same judge.
Oh, Lord.
One boy gets 2 years suspended, time served. The other boy, for the same crime, the same points, it's 26 years.
Pray tell, what was the difference?
One was white and one was black.
That's what you call systemic racism.
In the same court and the same judge, days apart.
It speaks to the problem of what we face in this country. If we don't ourselves realize that the system is built to keep the poor, especially, in jail with bond. You set a person's bond, and I'm not talking about something like murder or something like that. I'm talking about small crimes, possession of marijuana. Let's say that. That's easy because a lot of people get busted for a little bit of pot. They can take your ass to jail. Not only that, your car just got towed away because, well, you're being arrested. They got to tow your car away. They're going to take it to an impound lot. Every day that car is in there, it's going to cost you hundreds of dollars, baby. And then you're in jail. Now you got to pay bail to get out of jail. You see where this is going? No matter what the hell it is, it's going to cost you money. The ticket is going to cost you money. The towing is going to cost you money. The impound on your car is going to cost you money. The bail is going to cost you money. Your ass is staying in jail because you ain't got no money.
And hey, if you lose your job because you're in jail,
yeah, you lose your job, and it was minor offense.
Well, that's tough.
Yeah, and that's the way a lot of these people look at it, and it's just so disgusting when you see so much other shit going on. It's like the drive-through margarita thing down here. There's the law against drinking and driving. Drive-through and get your margarita. Anyway, it's stupid shit that just bothers us, but it's the serious crap of what Velda just pointed out. The disparity between somebody who is black and somebody who is white in the sentencing they get and the treatment they get.
Yep.
It is different society. And we just listened to William Barr the other day on the news talking about he does not believe that we have two justice systems. Well, no, the justice system is all like, no, it's not. We've while we watch our own president give pardons to known criminals, we're supposed to take him for being the law and order president? I don't think so. He's a disgrace to this country.
Poor,
Jesus,
John. Even if you're poor, there is still things that are. It's black and white.
Well, they take the point of, well, if you're poor, it's your own fault. Pull yourself up by bootstrings, go get a better job, and all that shit. They do not see the barriers in the way that everyday working people have to face. Excuse me. And but that goes along with the old we support the troops bumper sticker and the American flag bumper sticker and the I'm a Christian at such and such a church bumper sticker. It's all a bumper sticker for them. That's what that life has become for the Republican, the conservative party that used to be. It is now just a party of fake bumper stickers. They don't believe in what they say. They don't act the way they say. I think the good book says treat thy neighbor with kindness or some bullshit. That ain't happening. So don't call yourself a good neighbor. You're not a good neighbor when you go down and try to harass your other neighbor. That's not being a good neighbor. And that's, I think, pretty universal through every freaking religion. It's just to them. It's just nothing. It's just words. It's just a bumper sticker. It's just something. I am a Christian. I am a patriot. I am an American. No, not when you don't act like one. Not when you don't give a shit about your fellow citizens. Well, they're Democrats over there. Well, they eat babies. Grow some brain, something. I don't know what it is that you're lacking in your intelligence that makes you believe all this shit. This is one country, and either we work together or we just fall to shit.
Yes, we do.
What were you going to say? I'm sorry. I just get ranted off.
The eating babies that we eat babies.
Yeah, that's us.
Yeah. Well, no.
Tenderizer.
I'm pagan, and we're accused of having 3 cheese babies.
Having what?
Eating 3 cheese babies.
3 cheese babies?
You stuff them with 3 different cheeses.
Oh, really?
That sounds delicious.
Oh, man. Well, I was just wondering about the infant inside the toddler inside the, like a turducken. Yes, they believe all that shit.
Toddler inside a teenager.
They chew on crap. It's fantasy crap. I was just telling Marcia the other day, we had a discussion about Michael
pagans
Flynn.
do not eat children.
No, we don't. And, we prefer, more senior.
We prefer a good old-fashioned rub.
We prefer a good old-fashioned tar and feathering. That's what we like, and we have our desires.
Too, but we prefer
anyway,
Himalayan
a brisket.
Pepper.
Yeah,
some nice fried chicken
with some fava beans. Anyway, it's the ridiculous of what they themselves have thought. I was talking about Michael Flynn with Marcia the other day, and how disgusting that is of that video of Michael Flynn. This is a general in the U.S. Army taking the QAnon oath. Taking the QAnon oath. He disgraced his oath to this country at that moment. He has already disgraced himself as an Army officer. If things weren't bad enough the way he got his ass kicked out, he turns around and just makes an ass out of himself after he got out. So yeah, he's just a disgusting little prick that wanted to take advantage of his stature in the Army.
Too bad we can't court-martial him.
No shit.
I had not heard that. He took an oath to QAnon?
Yes, it's on videotape. Where we go one, we go all. That's all shit with a whole bunch of them raising their arms in front of a fire pit.
Wait, who was this?
This is Michael Flynn. General Mike Flynn.
That's very actual Travis?
Yes, Donnie's chief of staff or whatever it was, transition. Yes.
The guy that Barr's currently trying to interfere with to get off?
Yep. And the court keeps saying, no, he pled guilty. Look here. We got it on videotape. He pled guilty. Oh, no, he didn't. He can't. You should have charged. It's bullshit.
You guys hear me? I just put the link in YouTube and Facebook chat.
Okay, I'll have to go look. That's just...
I can't see it. I can't see it till after the show. Travis won't show me. Ain't he mean?
No squirrels.
No squirrels. All right, let me catch up here. John I. Fly donated $5 to Super Chat and said, Trump is going to try to mess up the mail-in votes, so run your ballots up to your nearest Board of Elections Bureau to be sure it gets there. That is a very good piece of advice, Johnny Fly. That's exactly what we plan on doing. Michelle Graham donated $2 to Super Chat and said, fuck Trump and his division. I second that emotion. Even with Barr the other day on the news, talking about the mail-in voting, suggesting, like as we just said, I don't know, can you vote twice? I don't know, check your state. Are you shitting me? And the way he demonized the whole thing, we're seeing the setup to this whole election is going to be, it was rigged. There was foreign interference. You can't trust the election. Donnie wins. Anything other than Donnie winning, there is going to be chaos. And I guarantee you, if Donnie wins, there's going to be chaos anyway. Because I'm going to be on the street.
It's a no-win-win. It's a no-win-win situation.
It is. We cannot discount the number of anti-American idiots that he has on his side and how many anti-Americans are going to go vote. The Russian supporters, the Russian sympathizers, comrade, I guess they could call each other up and down wherever they live, and just go with the flow, baby, because that's what it is. You know, one of the books, one of them is I think it's one of the FBI agents, whoever the FBI agent, McCabe maybe is coming out with a book, or Peter Strauss maybe, and how the FBI actually discussed the possibility that Trump was a Manchurian candidate. That discussion evidently actually happened within the FBI, thinking that Trump is a puppet candidate for Russia.
Yep.
And guess what? The story sure has seemed to play out that way, hasn't it? From the very first time we saw him meet in Helsinki, when Donnie stood in front of God and everybody, committed treason and threw our country under the bus and groveled at the feet of Vladimir Putin that day, was the first display. But he's continued through this whole Mueller investigation, 10 counts of obstruction of justice. We come out with the Senate report on the Mueller investigation. Yes, indeed, there was collusion between Roger Stone, between the Trump campaign, between the Russians. It's all true. No matter how many times you hold your head over your ears over your ear, your hand over your ears, it's the truth.
How about the absolute proof that they're interfering in this election and we're doing nothing about it?
And we're doing nothing. He is doing nothing.
Mitch has said on every damn bill there has been to secure our voting.
Curious, isn't that?
Yes.
No, I haven't.
Yes, it is. Very curious.
What do the Russians have on his ass?
The aluminum plant there in Kentucky.
There's probably so much they have on him. Everything from a PP tape to actual transactions, which I think the Southern District of New York is eventually going to find out all the offshore accounts and
bank fraud, money laundering.
Yes, money laundering that Trump has been involved in for years, with the Russians buying into his Trump Towers. Trump Towers is known for a whole lot of Russian investment in that building, whole floors that Russians have come in to purchase.
Remember when all the investigations first started taking off on Trump and the campaign? The Mueller report.
Yeah.
Mueller was told not to worry about the FBI case that they were working on about Russian interference and into the election.
Right.
And that the FBI was going to take care of that. And the FBI was told to drop it. So the second spear of that investigation for the Mueller report was split in two, and the one that would have shown Trump being Putin's puppet boy was nixed. It was cut off. There was no further investigation into that. Only into what was in the Mueller report.
Well, I think we're going to find out a lot of things after this administration is gone. The degree to which this man is infested.
What's the statute of limitations? Does anybody know on?
He would have to get a second term. There's some crimes wouldn't. If we could prove treason, it wouldn't be a statute of limitations. But for the bank fraud and whatnot, one of the reasons they're trying to extend, he's trying to win so desperately, is he's trying to keep the statute of limitations.
Now the statute of limitations, because it's ongoing, doesn't expire.
No, as long as they keep the indictments filed but not what do they call
sealed.
It before
sealed indictment.
Sealed. Thank you.
As long as you seal an indictment,
it stays.
Just waiting on your ass to get done with every freaking shit you're trying to get away with to keep from, facing the law.
And state is totally different than the federal.
State can't be pardoned except by the governor, and I guarantee you Cuomo's not going to pardon him.
I don't think that's happening.
I think Cuomo would throw the switch.
Let me get Phantom Kamishita in here. Hello, Janelle.
Hi, John.
How are you, dear?
Doing good. I hope Jenny's doing well.
She's doing fine. sure she'd rather be up in the front yard right now, but she's under the house. She was up in the front yard for a while today, but
that's good. She got to enjoy
we let her get out there. It rained a little bit today, so maybe that front yard I need to drag a hose out there and water everything until it just dies. Anyway, how are you doing? How's everything out in Odessa?
It's pretty good here. We're still waiting for rain.
Yeah. Well, we got some today. Just that was it. It's gone. It rained for about 5 minutes and it quit.
It's too hot here.
Yeah. Oh, I'm waiting on a cold front, baby. I really am. It has been brutal the last several weeks. It's every day been up around 100 and the heat index over 100 and all that stuff. And but yesterday, I think we had one day that got up to 87. Oh, Jesus, it felt good. As a matter of fact, I got up in the morning, shut the air conditioner off. Shit, it's cold in here. Boom, turn that thing off. That didn't last long, though. It warmed back up real quick. But I'm so glad you're here, and thank you so much for the card, sweetheart. I appreciate that.
Well, I'm glad you liked it. I was a little bit late to the party when it came to the news, like the boats and what Melania did to the garden. I was like, oh my God, it's hideous now.
Ain't it sad? Every day it's a shit show. Every day there's some kind of crap we could all get upset about because it's a new day and there's a new pile of shit piled onto our doorstep every day.
John, I heard the old antique roses that had been planted in that garden from past president wives,
right,
were transplanted and moved to a different area.
I hope they transplanted everything there. The cherry trees, I hope or not the cherry trees, they were crabapple trees. I think they're crabapple trees that had been there all this time. Yeah, Melania, just knock it all down and put some brick and some cement and some flowers. That's good. That looks very good.
Yeah, little Gorky Park.
I'm sorry, I don't cut her any slack at all.
No,
not at all. I don't.
It looks like one of the gardens in Russia, Putin's place.
Gorky Park.
Yeah, Gorky Park. Yeah, exactly. S.C. Smith, how are you doing, brother?
Doing good, John. How's it going, everybody?
We're doing fine up here, buddy. We're doing fine. How's everything in Tallahassee?
It's going good, man. This is actually, y'all speaking of rain a few minutes ago. This is the first weekend we've had in like 3 weeks. We didn't get rained on all weekend. And trust me, I would have been glad to send all of that to California and where everybody else needs it.
Take it.
I had it the last 3 weeks. And
that's terrible what's going out there. That's devastating. Fire, baby. There were 224 people airlifted out of the way of that.
People that were trapped.
Yeah, I didn't hear about that earlier when you mentioned it.
Yeah, they had to make a mass evacuation from the creek fire.
And, the creek fire cut a bunch of people off that they had to get out.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people hospitalized, bad burns and stuff. And
it's only 108 here today.
Jesus, No, don't pay any attention to that global warming shit. Yeah.
I'm sure you can rake the temperature down,
can't
we
can rake all we have to do is put an umbrella up in front of the sun. That'll solve everything.
That's right. Almost we had solar panels out here today.
Just, such ideas we could come up with. Maybe we could do something to create shade and produce electricity. Yeah. Let me get this out of the way so I can quit laughing every time I sit up there and look at the John Diddy Bag donated $10 to Super Chat. John said, if we have telescopes that see into the farthest reaches of the universe, why do we check the prostate with a finger? I say John Diddy Bag is a wise individual. Why in the world?
I know. Kind of feels like a telescope when it's up there.
No shit. Yeah. What do you got, Doc? Damn. Anyway, John Diddy Bag, thank you very much. That was good. We needed that. And Michael James donated $5 to Super Chat and said the best seat to watch a Trump parade is in a glass-bottom boat. Clan overboard. I think it's funny as shit. I've only seen the still photos. I have not seen the video, but I noticed in the comments in the chat, everybody getting a good kick out of the video of the boats out there. So, yeah, they've been going for this boat parade thing here for a while. Let's go get drunk and put a flag out. Yeah, y'all go.
They just make it too easy. They just make it too easy for us. I mean, shit.
It is.
Now, I'm sorry, but that was. I found that totally funny yesterday, and the tweets that were going out with the submarines shooting cans of soup and stuff. The Antifa, the Antifa Maria and all. It was crazy. Then there's some guy put a video.
Maria.
Antifa Maria. I'm telling you. I'll tell you what speaks volumes, which it both frightened me and made me think. When I saw this happening on the news, it was Derby weekend, the Kentucky Derby up in Kentucky, in Lexington, I think. Lexington? Yeah, I think so. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Anyway, there was the Churchill Downs there, the running, and it's a big thing. Cameras come to town. There was a protest there. Earlier in the day, they show this band of white militia. Yeah, that's what they are. They was militia. They're here to save America, and they all have their AR-15s and their camouflage on and their flak jackets on, and a couple of them with Hawaiian shirts out there, just strung out all over the place. Marching not marching, just walking down the road towards the protesters, and the police had to step in and separate them, make sure they didn't get together. And here, I just get this picture because I saw this first. I also look at here. Shit, here they come. Got their little weapons out there. They're going to run out in the street and act like they're badasses. And it's just a pitiful display of men who haven't got the slightest idea of what patriotism is and carrying weapons out on the street like that. Okay. So put that little picture in the head. Later on in the afternoon, there's another picture of a group of men, and they all have weapons, except these guys, they're smart. They're all dressed about the same, all in black. Every one of them have black masks, black sunglasses, black hat. They all carrying a weapon, lined up four abreast in a column, and I don't want to say marking, walking together in unison. And then from a yell from one guy, they all stopped. Another yell from one guy, and they all took a knee. And they stayed there for a little while until somebody yelled and they stood up. Then they marched forward in a column, a very long column. There was a lot of people in that. A bunch of black men with guns. And at least they were acting responsible. Marching in a column, staying together, making a statement. While the yahoos over there, the white guys, they just running all willy-nilly down the street, yelling all sorts of shit. It's just a gang, is what they are. But they're forcing the issue. You keep coming out here with these white men yelling their Second Amendment right to carry weapons. You're putting the other side, you're pushing them to the point to where we feel we have to take up the arms, that we have to arm ourselves, that we have to be prepared for a bunch of yahoos running down the street who want to get nasty with shit. Who is pushing who here?
I want these Second Amendment people to get out there and defend that white people can have guns and black people can't. I'm just waiting for that court case to hit the courts. Let's see them try. Bring that on.
If this kid continues, if you start seeing a lot of black men with weapons, I bet you we'll start seeing some gun control legislation start being passed real quick. Somebody will start
the Black
nervous.
Panthers.
Yeah. It is a bad situation on both sides. That's what I'm saying. This man has brought the society to the point to where weapons are going to be are being carried. People are being killed in conflicts. They just busted two guys coming up from somewhere, Missouri or somewhere, and going into Kenosha. I'm sorry. I keep saying it wrong. Kenosha.
You say Kenosha.
They had a load of weapons. A whole bunch of what for? Who are you going to kill? Who are you planning on shooting?
There's only one answer to that. Americans.
That's it. Yeah. The only people out there are Americans, citizens, fellow citizens, that they are willing to shoot in defense of their glorious, lying, stinking liar, con man, who has made chumps of them all. That is the one thing.
Can you imagine if there's an afterlife?
This continues, and the disgraces keep coming out, as with this recent one here with the veterans, more and more disgusting shit is going to come out. More and more people are going to stand up and call it out for what it is. Republicans, good people, as Donnie would put it. Well, no, not after they speak about him. They're going to come out and they're going to highlight the disgustingness of this man. And my question is, every day when I leave my house and come home, just how much longer are you going to keep that sign up there for a disgraced man who is a traitor to this country, who has clearly shown his preference to kiss Vladimir Putin's ass? It's mind-boggling to me. And it's something that it saddens my heart every time I see. Really? At this point, you still want to support him. You still think he is what America needs. That in itself is a sad statement.
John. Yeah, it is. And I just these days I'm just looking for all the funny and good things I can find in life. And you're talking about Kentucky Derby. Y'all need to look up the porta potty run at the Kentucky Derby. That is some funny shit.
The porta potty run,
literally.
There's a group of people. Well, you know how most of the people that go into the Kentucky Derby, they're going there to watch the horse. They got money. These people got money. They're out there. They got their hats, and they're showing. They got.
Right.
But there's a group of people that get out there every year that they're just like common folks. Us poor people, I guess you would say. And they get out there in the infield and they party, and they have where all the porta potties are set up. They get up there and they had the porta potty races, and it's the craziest.
Down here,
you just have to look it up.
Down here, they have the anything that floats but a boat contest. You can build whatever floating device you can, and they have a big race out there in the bay. It's quite comical. Bathtubs, boats made out of all sorts of shit. Whatever you gotta find the good, good things in life. We
just will get pissed off.
We need to return to a society where that is our main interest in life. Oh, what's going on this weekend?
When we lived in up in Washington, I can't remember which lake it was. I don't know if it was Lake Washington or Lake Stevens. We'd have the milk boat races.
Milk boat. What's milk jugs?
All the boats are made out of milk cartons.
There you go.
And it is funny as hell. Some of them go, some of them sink. And, they just,
Well, I tell you what, I've been thinking really hard about trying to make me one of them Flex Seal boats. I've been seeing that guy. I'm like, I gotta try this shit. Where's the chicken wire? Give me some 2x4s. It's a Flex Seal.
I keep thinking the same thing. Really, plexiglass made an invisible boat there. Let's get me some of that shit. Let's do that. Yeah, no.
We got glass bottom boats here at this state park down the road from me that I've been going to for years, and they're just, crazy.
There was a place called Aquarina Springs here in Texas. I don't think they operate anymore, but they had glass bottom boats on this crystal clear spring-fed lake up here in Texas, and there was a underwater theater that mermaids would swim around and suck on a hose for a little bit and swim around. It was a really neat thing. I don't think it operates anymore as far as I know, but that water up there that Aquarina Springs and forms the damn it, I forgot what the name of the river. Is that the San Marcos? I can't remember what river. Anyway, it's crystal clear water. It's beautiful. Texas is blessed with a whole lot of beautiful rivers to float down and all that kind of stuff. Mine not being one of them. Not at this end anyway. You'd have to go out to West Texas to find the pretty end of this river. Below the dam up here near Corpus Christi, it's referred to as the Muddy River. It don't look
this place we get it's called Wakulla Springs, and that's where they filmed most of the Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Oh yeah.
They used to film some of the older Tarzans there. So yeah.
Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yep.
That brings back memories.
Yeah. Back when the monsters weren't real like we have now. Now the monster's in the White House.
The lagoon monster, he was really something scary back in the day. nothing compared to some of the monsters that are being made today in movie and film.
Oh shit, no, they can't compare nowadays. Nowadays, every once in a while, I'll turn to the kids. Hey, the day the Earth stood still. To me, that was like sci-fi, man. This was great. Got Cyclops there, got zoom, got a beam comes out there, melts a whole Jeep, all that kind of shit's really neat.
Gordon.
Then when you come back to look at it as an adult, compared to, I don't know, say Star Wars or something you've seen more lately, you kind of look at it and go, damn, we were pretty gullible back then. It was pretty easy to fool us back then. Anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
They still have a charm, though. I love that shit.
They still have a charm. Every movie does.
Well, most movies hold up.
But
I feel more of a charm when I watch the older Star Wars than I do the newer ones. I'm just saying, like, someone who loves CG, it's an amazing art. I love doing it myself, but when you watch the older Star Wars and see how they pioneered that shit, that to me is magic. So, when I look back at films like Day the Earth Stood Still, yeah, you can't help but fall in love with that shit because, man, that's a real art form, being able to do that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Ray Harryhausen stop motion monsters.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's all just, it's like the scene from Jaws where he's in the cage. It's supposed to be Richard Dreyfuss in the cage, and he's getting ready to tranquilize the shark. Well, the whole thing behind that is like they had a group of people off the coast of Australia, diving looking for these big great white sharks, but they only found like these 15 and 16 foot sharks. So what they ended up having to do is get a guy that was a midget basically and put him in the cage to play that part to where the sharks that they could film actually look bigger. And that was like, that takes some like creative thinking, but then they almost killed the guy. They almost killed the guy because the one who was responsible for filling up his air tanks or whatever thought just because he was, a midget that he didn't need as much air as a normal person. And I'm like, oh my God. But yeah, that's true. That's a true story. A&E did the documentary on it. And that's actually what happened. They almost killed that guy.
There are so many terrifying accidents that happen on film sets every single year. Like film sets can be some of the most hazardous work environments you can ever be a part of, as far as, I guess. Well, it's dangerous. It's dangerous, especially when you're messing with effects, and especially when you're messing with things like, underwater filming, for crying out loud, or pyrotechnics.
Brandon Lee, remember?
Bruce Lee and his son, Brandon Lee.
Was killed by a blank just because they shot it too close to him. And
exactly.
People don't understand that about blanks and guns. Blanks can kill you still.
Yes, absolutely. They don't always
and then Brandon was killed.
The concussive effect is anyone that's been near an explosion of any sort.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the helicopter that took out the whole crew cast that one time in that one film.
Twilight Zone movie.
Yes, the Twilight Zone movie was, there was so much fucked up. If I remember correctly, not only was that an unsafe work environment that could have been prevented, but weren't the kids being paid under the table? Like, they weren't actually...
There was quite a scandal from that when it all got uncovered,
Yeah. I still haven't seen that movie before, but after hearing that story, it was like, I'm just surprised it even got to be released at that point.
They're going to recoup some money. Money is the bottom line.
Absolutely.
They almost hanged Michael J. Fox in the third Back to the Future movie.
Really? I didn't know
when
that.
They did the stunt when the stunt at the beginning when Buford Tannen, Mad Dog Tannen's stringing him up.
Yeah.
They really got him up there, and he lost consciousness.
Oh shit! Damn.
So you start. There are some pretty practical effects coming at a cost. Oh, Indiana Jones, or the first Indiana Jones movie, Raiders of the Lost Ark, almost lost a couple of stuntmen there.
Yeah.
That also happened to Alice Cooper. He almost got.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
he got
that's a famous story. Yeah,
and because the wire wore out and it snapped. The wire snapped.
I forgot all about that.
And he had to. All of a sudden, they're realizing, hold it, this is not pretend anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know that guy that was the wrestler in the WWE that they dropped from the roof of the cable.
Oh yeah.
Owen Hart.
Owen Hart, and I mean, and it didn't work the way. I mean, and he like broke his neck when he hit that turnbuckle. I mean, because he literally fell from the top of the damn ceiling. You know.
So, in other words to this conversation, no one take people who are in the arts field for granted, because it's dangerous as fuck in the movies, I'm telling you. Or in wrestling.
all their space.
And fireworks are killers too.
Yeah, and you know, like wrestling. I mean, that stuff I've always known. I mean, when I was a little kid, I didn't get the message that until I got older. Yeah, this is fake, but it's still fake, and it's a lot more dangerous today.
It's still athletic. Fake, fake, but it's athletic.
Women were wrestling.
It's I mean,
I was seeing the show. I'm sorry, Cassie.
No.
There was 2 women wrestlers. 4 women. They were tag team partners. Okay, and this one gal, well, she flipped the other gal, but she landed wrong and dislocated her shoulder, and you can see it. And her partner started. The one that flipped her, her partner come running to pin her, and the woman that flipped her pushed her out of the way and called the ref, and called it right there, because this girl's shoulder, you could actually see it was completely.
Now don't get me. Yeah, totally
dislocated.
They are top-notch athletes. You have to be tough and in good shape to go out there and do that. And I mean, it is a lot more. There's a lot more storyline and all that to it today, but it's a lot more dangerous. And they
have signals set up for injuries too. I mean, I've seen the stories in the past. They have hand signals that they're really hurt.
Yeah.
Where they can actually swap who's supposed to win a match and just end it real fast. God, who that guy that broke his leg jumping off the ladder? Val Venus, I think his name was. Anyway, too much wrestling conversation. Sorry, John.
When it started,
sorry about that.
Like that.
See, I'm gonna flame Dad really quick, and I'm gonna just ask for forgiveness already. When you sit around and watch the news all day, you don't really get into other extracurricular activities. You. So in other words, he can't join these conversations because all he does is watches the news. That's entertainment enough.
It's a sad life. If I'm not outside,
you know what I bet
something,
your dad prays for though? I bet you he prays for the day where he doesn't have to do that every day.
Yes, I was fixing to say that. I was praying for the day I don't have to pay such close attention to it.
Yeah.
I really am. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be.
It'd be nice to have at least one day where you weren't worried about the end of the world.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if it's not Trump, you think, shit.
We've got that asteroid coming, guys.
Oh, thanks a lot. That helps.
Sure. 2020.
2020, if there's a description for it, that would be it.
2020 slow down so I can get off.
Yeah, shit. What was it?
But didn't I read somewhere where that asteroid actually was not the size of a fucking pyramid, and it was only the size of the diameter of 7 feet, so it's not.
It would burn up in our atmosphere.
Yeah.
If it did come.
In other words, I tried to look into it because Tyler was telling me about it. He was reading into it somewhere. And I was like, man, this seems like something to really worry about. And then I started reading other reports that someone just took the story and ran with it. So, but then again, I could be wrong. I only read up on it just a little bit. I don't like to waste time on a lot of this shit half the time. But yeah.
Bye, Martha Oliver.
Do it.
Have a nice dinner.
Travis, somebody snuck into the queue.
I'm trying to bring
do what the conspiracy theorists do.
Yeah, there's
conspiracy theorists say they're hiding the size of the asteroid.
I seen a little thing here on Kevin McCarthy, the GOP leader. Kevin McCarthy. He's Texas, ain't he, John?
No, he's California. Fucking Bakersfield.
Kevin McCarthy's California.
Yeah,
I thought he was Texas. My bad. I'm sorry.
We got cornhole and cruise.
Okay. My bad. But yeah, apparently he's encouraging voting by mail, and apparently he warned Trump that this could hurt the Republican Party, could be screwed.
Down in his district, which is Bakersfield and the surrounding area, a lot of mail-in voters there. and is right. There's the mail-in voting doesn't favor one party. They've studied that dozens of times now. It does not favor one party.
It's equal to both sides. But again, that's not. This is all about creating the conflict so he can declare that it's all fake. That's what all of this is laying the groundwork. None of it.
He's saying that we're going to cheat. That means he's cheating.
He's cheating. That's exactly right.
Purpose is chaos. Purpose is to sow chaos.
Yes, to stroke it and to make sure that everybody is concerned about the vote. If you have doubts about the vote, well, then he can declare himself the winner, and Lord have mercy, he's the king for the next 4 years. That ain't gonna fucking happen. We will not find out the results on November 3rd. I don't think. We may not know November 4th. I don't know, but when the votes are counted, that's when it's going to come out. But before that time, he is going to try his best to declare that he is the winner and the grand potentate and all that shit. We have to be ready for that disruption. He's going to try to get his minions out in the street to protest or come defend him or some shit. I don't know. But it ain't going to be pretty. This is not going to be an easy transition of power. He's made that very freaking clear.
I'm in a unique position to do this, but I'm going to commit to doing something on Election Day. I'm going to be in the Blue Room on Discord.
We'll be there.
For anyone that wants to get in there and stay updated on what's going on, and just take comfort in numbers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We've got a really great resource in that. A really great resource.
Most of the day.
And yeah, up to the point you go on live. I'm just, earlier in that day, if anyone
it's
just wants the comfort of numbers.
I'm just going to put this out there. I know Dad wants to go
Listen,
live.
man, if the numbers are good enough, if we can beat that bastard badly enough, there'll be no way he can dispute it.
That's it. That's what we need. That's what we need.
What's happened, the number of people coming out against him, veteran generals, high-placed Republican policymakers, they all hate him. You want to know why? Because he's bad for business.
He is.
People are out burning shit down. That's not good for business, brother. We want peace and quiet.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
That's what we want. We want a progressive America.
We need the news to not broadcast the ending polls in Eastern, Central, Mountain, and Pacific time until Pacific is over.
Yeah,
what were you saying earlier, Travis?
The only thing I was going to say is I know Dad wants to go live. I know Dad wants to go live on Election Day. I have no idea.
All of them are designed to fool you. Just like all statistics, they can all be manipulated to say whatever they want.
There you go.
Do not do the poll. You have to vote like it is the most important thing in the entire world, which it is.
It is at this point.
Up and down the ticket, no questions asked. We do not have time to debate the finer points of policy in the 1990s. We have got to get rid of Trump for the good of this country.
For the good of the world. For the good of the world, because if he remains, his plans are to pull out of NATO, to destroy our allies even farther, and to get us more in bed with Mother Russia, baby. That's his ultimate plan.
And isolate us. He's wanting to totally isolate us from the rest of the world.
Yeah, he calls it America first. No, it's America
It's not
only.
America first.
Yeah.
Isolate us and separate us.
And American exceptionalism are going to destroy this country. We are not special. We have to learn to live and get along with the other 6 billion people in the world. We are f***ing up at that right now.
Yeah.
Real bad.
It's that's the part they don't that these idiots that think that America first, America's the only one. We have a globe we live on, a world we live in, a global society we have to deal with. I don't want a future that is nothing but freaking wars over this shit or that shit. It's just got to stop at some point. And until we get leaders who want to strive to that point, to reach reconciliation around the world and bring people together to benefit this whole society, we're not going to have a society to benefit because we're all going to be toasted on a planet that is just going to burn up. if we don't work together. There goes them libtards. They talking about the global warming. Don't you
John,
know it
what
snows?
we need to do, every country in the world needs to take their military funds and shove it into green projects.
Yeah, save the world. That would be an idea, but we can't do that because look at the jobs that would cost. Boy, howdy.
No, look at the jobs that it would build.
Yep.
Take all the money allocated for Black Ops and redirect it into having the green.
How about let's just stop?
Sweep the forest floors of California so they don't get wildfires.
There you go. That would be a good idea. If we just took the stuff that we don't have to, that we're selling, let's just quit producing shit to sell. Because that's what it is. I keep saying it. It's a jobs program. It is not a defense program. It's a jobs program so we can build weapon systems to sell to other countries. I just want to point out the headline here, and this is what I'm looking forward to. It's a headline on, CNN, and it says, Trump's story is just the beginning, Atlantic Boss says. The magazine's article that says the president called U.S. foreign troops, or U.S. troops, losers and suckers, was the tip of the iceberg. That's that story I was telling you about. Y'all just wait. That's the tip of the iceberg, baby. Just think, baby. The iceberg that sunk the Titanic wasn't this big, I think. It's gonna come out, baby. All of it's gonna come out.
Proverbial Titanic gonna hit that iceberg.
That's what I mean. From here in the next few weeks, I want to see how long these Trump flags stay up there. Go ahead and support the man that you're learning about now, if you have any brains enough to turn the frame. Hell, even Fox News has to report the story. Just Fox Spews doesn't. They're still making excuses for him. It's a hoax.
Some of the reporters come out that was on Fox News and stood behind the correspondent that broke the story.
Yeah. It's pitiful that there was reporting on the news. What is Fox Spews? What is, Laura Ingraham, Tucker Carlson, who is the white nationalist, racist little shit that Fox News has on it. He's got his lips glued to Donnie's ass, glued to it, and they still continue to support his ass and shit, even after this kind of stuff, even after disparaging remarks about the troops. Anyway, Diana Mallory, bequeather of the Gong, donated $5 through Super Chat and said, "Hello, Blue Dot family." Hello back to you, Diane. Thank you very much, baby. Old Bat with 2 cats just donated $10 and said, "Thank heaven John watches the news. I am too scared to. Fuck Trump." Yes, baby. I'm a news fanatic. I have to watch it all the time. I have to know what's happening. And Nita Parker, Nita Parker just donated $5 through Super Chat. Nita, thank you very much. We appreciate it. And Diana Mallory came back again. Bequeather of the Gong donated $5 and said, "Biden 2020 or else America will be no more. It will burn." I agree with you. If we don't stop this now, the consequences could be devastating to this country. And Roger Dodger has subscribed to our YouTube channel. Thank you very much, Roger. Welcome to the family, brother.
Listen up. If you haven't liked this video on YouTube and you haven't subscribed to John's channel and you're listening, you know that 80% of people who listen are not subscribers, John? Did you know that?
I didn't know that. No, I didn't. No, I'm lucky. I feel lucky if I have 2 or 3 people that are watching. We are tickled to death with the amount of people that are join this family and to join the conversation. And that's what it takes.
It wouldn't kill you to tell your friends either and share them good news and tell everybody and make our family bigger. Wouldn't kill you, right?
It would not. It would not indeed. I don't think you can click that button right down there where it says like on Facebook. You can like, share, and subscribe. Anyway, like, share, subscribe. John Bruneville, Blue Dot in Texas on YouTube. John Bruneville on Facebook and anywhere else out the fucking. Which I just noticed a little while ago. We was trying to get Candy Guidry in here, our main admin over on.
We were trying to get her and Chuck in here, but for some reason nothing's working at the moment. So
because Candy is the admin over at John Bruneville Speaks, Blue Dot Family on Facebook. I understand Facebook is threatening to shut our page down over there. Candy is setting up. I don't know. They've been getting. I've seen some of the conversation the ladies were having. I'm going to have another talk. I'm going to set up another. She's probably going to be in the blue room. But if you look in the chat, she has put a link up to the new Facebook group. There's over 16,000 members in that group. John Bruneville Speaks, Blue Dot Family. and they are going to try to move to another page because Facebook is trying to screw with us. So we have to be on guard of that. We try to keep this message going everywhere we can. I consider myself a cheerleader, baby. I'm trying to cheer our side on to get your ass to the polls, to be ready, to be registered, to check your registration, and to fight for this country. Because like you, I love this country, and I think it's worth fighting for, baby. And the ideals that we hold, we can be proud of. We are fighting for an inclusive America, not just a racist shitbag America. What can you say? I don't know. That's all that guy's preaching anyway. But anyway, check the chat, and there's a link over there to the new Facebook group, and I'll try to have maybe Candy on so she can tell us more about it, or I'll try to disseminate some more information about it. Anyway, that was a mouthful. Anyway, I guess it's about time to wrap it up. I want to thank everybody for coming in. David, thank you for being here, buddy. Be careful
pleasure.
out there, and don't burn up, buddy. California's on fire. Our hearts go out to those out there that are facing that kind of devastation. Maybe it's got to be horrible, So stay safe, my friend. And thank you for being here. Anyway.
Oh, thank you.
There you go. And Mitch and Julie, thank y'all so much for coming in and speaking with us, visiting with us.
Hey, it's great to be here. We're gonna. I don't know. It's a little chilly tonight down here. We're
undisclosed location.
Part of Maryland, that kind of little triangle shaped doohickey on the western part of Maryland that looks like it don't belong there.
Right.
Well, it's pretty in September.
Well, shit. I hope you're having a wonderful time and enjoying yourself, and you and Julie get the time to relax a little bit.
And we are of the opinion that you have a strong family behind you and your local troubles.
Oh, y'all are indeed.
I bet we could get 200 people down there in 24 hours. If anybody,
I would not doubt it. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. But indeed, we may be alone on this street, but we are not alone in our hearts and in our mind, because we know we hold the hands of so many. I've said it before. I don't have to be next to you to hold you in my heart. I don't have to hold your hand to hold you in my heart. It goes both ways. I know y'all do. So that's a lot of confidence that puts us at ease. But thank you, Mitch, for being here, and Julie too. Thank you very much. And Phantom Kimashita. Hey, Phantom. Here you are.
Hey, John.
Janelle, thank you for being here, darling. We appreciate it. And thank you again for the card. I always enjoy it. And the impeccable penmanship, dear. The impeccable penmanship.
Glad you like it.
I do. Every time I get your card, I always read it and then go, damn, look how good she writes. I couldn't do that if I had a ruler. I would have to make lines. I would have to concentrate on every letter now. I just scribble shit. I hope you can read it. Anyway, Phantom, thank you for being here, darling. We appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
You bet. And SC, Tallahassee, Florida, my friend. Take care of yourself up there. Cold front's coming one day, buddy.
I hope so.
Yeah, me too. I'm at that point. Come on, baby, get on down here, because I'm about to die. But SC, thanks for being here.
I'm ready for it too.
Yeah, me too, buddy.
Well, it's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure. And I thank you for having me.
Thank you. And Velda Lee, our mother hen.
Sir.
Thank you for being here, baby. Stay the hell, calm yourself down, be careful, don't choke.
Yeah,
all that kind of stuff.
I forgot something.
What?
I forgot something that
What'd
came
you
across
forget?
my feed yesterday.
What?
Deborah Gerlach
I seen her.
is going to have some revisory surgery, I do believe, this coming week. So please, everybody, Blue Dots, keep her in your heart.
Keep Deborah Gerlach. She has been going through so much on her throat, yes, and she had a COVID test the other day where they shoved a squab all the way up her neck to her eyeball, I think, or something. She didn't much like that either, I don't think.
I didn't like it today either.
Yeah, oh no, I haven't had one, don't want one. I'm staying away from people as far away. So far, we're isolated pretty good out here. I'm the only one that really goes to town. I go go and get out and get back as soon as I can. I don't like to. I just, we're just trying to stay away from people out here. Trying to do our best from catching it. But yeah, Deborah Gerlach, keep her in your thoughts, keep her in your mind. And if you're praying, pray for Deborah Gerlach too. All of it is needed. I told her the other day, we're waiting for that voice to come back, baby. We miss her, having her in our conversations.
All the healing blessings I can stand.
Yeah, I hope she gets her voice back. Anyway, thank you all for being here. Thank you for being a part of this family. Thank you to our Facebook and our YouTube family out there for being a part of this. Your time is precious. We understand that, and we appreciate you giving part of it to us. This whole thing is only about one thing, fighting for this country. That's what we're asking you to do. That's what we're staying motivated to do, is to be prepared to go back and take our country back at the polls. As Mousy Clark would say, we are the guardians of liberty. We are the ones that guard this. If we lose it, it's because we didn't fight hard enough. So fight your lungs out, baby. This is the last hurrah. We take it back or we lose it. Anyway, on such a pleasant note, y'all say good night to everybody.
Good night, everyone. Take care.
I appreciate y'all being here. It's Sunday. Monday, we'll start with a rant. Then we'll be back here on Tuesday for another Blue Dot family meeting. Come by and join us. You can go to bluedotintexas.com, find the instructions to download, to join us here on Discord, and become a member, and come join us in the Blue Room. We'd love to have you. Anyway, y'all take care of yourself. Wash your hands, wear your mask, socially distance, and all that. Enjoy your Labor Day as best you can. And remember that we're fighting for the country that we all love, and want to see it progress into something that's much better. I love y'all. We'll see y'all later. We'll see y'all later, I guess. Y'all take it easy. Say bye. Y'all say bye.
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 We'll see y'all later.